I want to make a new Halloween project, so I'm just going to add a page. I'm going to show a link to this page, and the link is Halloween button. Over here, I'm going to go to custom layout. I'm going to put in my HTML like that. There's the close of my HTML. I'm going to put in a button with a little bit of text. The text I'm going to put is something like don't press this. And I'm going to put that inside a little paragraph with an ID is equal to, I'm going to call it my text. Something like that. Don't press this button. I'm going to close the paragraph. I'm going to make a button. Button ID is equal to my button. On click, it is going to go to a function called, here I'm just going to call it button pressed. I need to put that in quotes. On click equals, in quotes, my button pressed. Very straightforward. Then I'm going to put in don't do it. So if we update the preview, we should see don't press this button, don't do it. Now if I click on it, nothing happens because we haven't defined anything. The next thing I'm going to do is make some script, and the type is gonna be equal to JavaScript, in quotes, text slash JavaScript. Then I'm gonna make a function, button pressed, open bracket, close bracket. I'm gonna put a console log, button has been pressed. Update the preview, save. And I'm also going to open the JavaScript console. Alt-Command-J ought to do it, and there it is. If I go over here and click don't do it, it says button was pressed, so we know it's working. I want it to play a sound and make an image appear. So I'm going to make a little div here, just below here. I'm going to make a div, and I'm going to give it an ID, so ID is equal to scary div. Then inside that scary div I'm going to put an image, so img. The ID is going to be scary image. The source, the src, is going to be, so scary image, folks. Just make a quick, very frightening image. I'm going to tell it that I want to make a new post, so I can click text or photo. It doesn't really matter, but photo is going to be easier because I'm going to upload a photo. I'm going to upload that photo. Here's my screenshot. This is the photo I'm uploading. I'm going to click open. Then it's there. Youch, why is it so big? And then I'm going to click post, and then it appears in my post. And then I can go to control. I'm just going to right click on it, so control click, and copy image address. So then back into the Tumblr, I could put it right here even. Yeah, let's do it that way for now. I'll just put it as the source for this image. And then the alt is a scary image of a dude. We close off the image. If I update the preview, we see that scary image. I want to make that div not visible to start off with. So I'm going to make some CSS. I'm going to put in some style like that. We can also do this. Type is equal to CSS inside my style. So type is equal to text, CSS like that. Our scary div, I'm going to use hashtag scary div, open bracket. I'm going to put display. And the display is going to be none. Update preview. Notice we don't see the image. So when I click on the don't do it, I want the image to show up. I want to change the div. I'm going to go to document.getElementById. The element I'm trying to get is our scary div. .style. .display is going to be block. If we update the preview and save, if I click don't do it, suddenly we should see the image. So if I click don't do it, there's the image. I want to put in a sound. I'm going to go into Audacity and record a sound. I've already downloaded Audacity, so I have it here on my computer. Do your homework. So if we want to change how low it sounds without changing the speed, we do it this way. Just change the pitch. Do your homework. That's not bad. I'm going to remove this. This is silence right here, so I'm just going to add a little bit more silence to it because I want to add an echo. But if you don't add silence, your echo can get cut off by the end of your document. I'm going to select all that effects. I'm going to go to echo. The echo, I like a time delay of 0.3 seconds. So that means it's echoing right away. And the decay factor is, if you did a 1 decay factor, it means your echo would be the same volume as the original sound. If you did a 0.5, it's only half the volume. I want 0.25, which is a quarter of the volume. Now it's going to sound like this. Do your homework. I'm going to keep that. That's going to be my scary sound. So file, export audio. I want to export it as an MP3. I'll send you guys instructions on how to do that. If you need help downloading Audacity and LameLib, come and see me. I'm just going to put this on the desktop. I'm going to call it homework. It's an MP3 file like that. So export. Don't save the project as an AUP, as an Audacity project. You want to export it as an MP3. I want to put that into my folder. If I take my homework and put it into my sounds folder, I'm going to go and find that sounds folder, which is in my webhost dot whatever. It's under CSS trials, sorry. CSS trials, and then sounds M. All right, and then if I look at last modified, homework. Okay. There it is. Is that scary? And if I come back over to here, I'm going to make within my sounds here, I'm going to make a variable. Var is going to be homework is equal to new audio. Homework.source, src, is equal to the web URL for that sound. When the sound shows up, also I want, when the sound finish is playing, I want the image to disappear. To do that, I would have to put in an event listener. I'm going to make something for our sound, so homework dot add event listener. And what this is going to do, it's going to wait until the sound is over, then it's going to do something. Add event listener. I'm going to call a function that it's going to call. I'm going to call this ended. When the sound is ended, it's going to go to a function called sound ended. Let's go and make that as a function. Function sound over. For now, all it's going to do is it's going to write that the sound is over. Sound is over. Press update preview and save. I have sound over, but I didn't put the open bracket, close bracket. Update preview, save. If I click on don't do it, then we see the image, but we don't hear the sound, right? So we need to tell it to play the sound. Homework.play, update the preview and save. And then if I click on don't do it, that image should have gone away, but we didn't put the code in for it to go away. But notice what happened if we go to the console log. It says the button was pressed and then it said sound is over. Let's go back and see what that does. Update the preview and save. If I click on this, let's turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, we have the image. And then the sound is over, it says sound is over. So it's calling that function when the sound ends. Just tell that image to disappear. Document.getElementById scary div style display is none. Update the preview and save. Then if we click on don't do it, and then it disappears. And that's it. That's this part of the button project.